Welcome to the Western Kansas Wildlife Travel Center, right here in my hometown of Oakley, Kansas. We're the front door of Western Kansas, located on three main highways, I-70, US 83, and US 40. And all those roads lead to history, beautiful scenery, and adventure, no matter which direction you go. We now have an IHOP. That brand that you've trusted up and down the road in all your travels is staffed with local folks, real people, just like you and me, and we're waiting on you to join us. So for fun, adventure, fuel up, fuel your body, and let's have some fun. Welcome to Around Kansas. I'm Deb Goodrich coming to you once again from my living room. But we do have a few bells and whistles on this show today. Hey, it's great when the mail comes. It's great when the FedEx or UPS guy shows up. I have to show you this package that actually arrived today. Coffeeville Coffee. This is Wayward Son organically grown coffee. And this is my friend, Phil Ehart. I bet a bunch of you recognize Phil from the band Kansas. Phil is a phenomenal drummer, a phenomenal person. So I have to, if I can see, this is Phil's statement on the package. Carry On My Wayward Son became our breakout hit after years of playing small town venues, like the grand old Midland Theater in my hometown of Coffeeville. That is why profits from this coffee will be contributed to refurbishing and sustaining that magnificent theater. Thank you for Thank you for joining me in this effort. I hope Wayward Son Coffee helps you to carry on. Phil Ehart. Isn't that cool? So my shipment arrived today. Haven't even had time to try it yet, but I'm going to first thing in the morning. So I figure with daylight savings time, I'm going to need a bunch of it. So I actually ordered 4 bags. All right. So what else came in the mail? The new copy of True West with Robert Duvall. Got to see him a year or so ago down at the Cowboy Hall of Fame. That was pretty cool. And guess who is featured in this issue of True West? This is so exciting. These good folks work so hard, and we're so proud, so very proud of them. Abilene, Kansas. Look at this. So it is a true Western town. So this story by Peter Corbett actually got 3 pages, and there's Ike and all the other cool stuff to do in Abilene. So very, very proud of our friends in Abilene for all the stuff that they're making happen. And of course, there's a lot of other good stuff in it too. This is the 70th year of True West. So congrats to Bob Bosebell and Stuart Rosebrook and all our friends at True West Magazine. We love you guys. All right. Guess what? There's more. Wait, there's more. Okay, this one. Oh, God, this is heavy. This is phenomenal. Now, some of you know that as a history person myself, I have spent a good amount of my time researching President Lincoln and have researched his wife quite extensively. I do a talk on Mary Lincoln, Abe and Mary Lincoln, the Lincolns and the Davises. If you want to talk, just let me know. In fact, I'm speaking. I think it's April 29th, I believe, at the Quinter Historical Society. I love Quinter. It'll be at the library, and I'll be speaking on the ghost town of Sheridan, which is kind of my hot topic right now. That's what I'm really antsy about talking about. But I've got plenty of. I can talk about anything. You let me know. This is written by my friend Tom Ebert and his friend. I actually have not met him, Alan Carden. But I have to tell you about how I met Tom. Tom is from California and was the historian, I think, at Fresno State University. Um, he came into the Fort Wallace Museum one day, and I forced him to sit down and talk to me. And he had just written a book about Nicolay, one of Lincoln's secretaries. And being the nerd that I am, I knew who Nicolay was. And so I was telling Tom about our plans to create a research library. I'm telling you, one stop shop, and he created a bibliography for us. These are things you need as the cornerstone of your collection. He started sending us books. If they weren't in his personal collection, like extras, he would buy them and send them. Oh my gosh, I can't tell you what a friend he has been to us. So his book on John George Nicolay is phenomenal. I got a review copy of that. And now Abraham Lincoln and His Times. This is maybe the most valuable Lincoln book to come out in a long time. It's a tremendous resource. So every library should have this book. And we will share on our post, Facebook and everything, the websites associated with the coffee and with the Lincoln book and all that cool stuff. What else did I get in the mail? Oh, I got a great CD. Jimmy Fortune and Ben Isaacs and those guys. I heard them and had to get the CD, so that came. God, so much good music. Okay, a couple of my girlfriends here in Oakley have Airbnbs. So this is one. This is a destination Airbnb. You have to want to go there, called Buffalo Range. And if you look at some of the early maps of our area, it was just, the railroad track coming through, and the rest was Buffalo Range. The view from this is wonderful. It is south of Monument, Kansas, so, just 20 some miles outside of Oakley. The view is beautiful. I just can't say enough about this. We were over there yesterday looking around. It is so, so nice. So if you go to Airbnb and look at Oakley, you get the Buffalo Range as a choice, and you also get the Little Green Cottage in Oakley. And it is so funny because another girlfriend has that, and it's just a cozy little cottage right here in Oakley. So paved streets and all that good stuff. So you're right in town. It's very convenient, and from there, just like at the Buffalo Range, you can wander anywhere. If you go down to the Buffalo Range, you're going to be traveling on a gravel road. It's a very good road. It's not one where it says low maintenance or proceed at your own risk or whatever that is. We got some of those too in the area, but this is not one of them. This is a very good road, and it's a really beautiful view right in the middle of a working ranch. So I know there's a lot of travel time coming up. These are great places for families to stay, and it's just, it's very relaxing. You go in and you just put all your stuff down. You don't have to worry about anything. All the, your utensils are there, your linens are there, your towels are there, all that stuff, and it's just so convenient. So I just want to give them a shout out because they work very hard to keep these places very nice, and it's just one more way we can invite you out to Oakley and to Western Kansas and take some time to enjoy everything that we have going on. Well, my calendar's full. I don't know about yours, but I have actually the last of this month. I'm going to St. Joe, Missouri, or Missouri, depending on which friend I'm talking to. I love St. Joe, one of my favorite places in America. History out the wazoo. Of course, the Patey House, the Pony Express Museum, the Albrecht Kemper Art Museum, which is spectacular, and just the ambiance. You just be there and soak it up. Such incredible history. So I'm going to the Oregon California Trails Association symposium, conference, whatever, and I'm really looking forward to that. See some old friends and just soak up the ambiance of St. Joe. That's going to be very exciting. But before that, I'm headed to Oklahoma City because our Michelle, Dr. now Michelle Martin, received a tremendous honor from the Oklahoma Historical Society. She is getting an award for the best dissertation on Oklahoma history, and I'm going down to her to the awards dinner where she'll be honored at the Oklahoma Historical Society. So I'm so excited about that. And then, of course, before all that, coming up real soon, right after St. Patty's Day, we have our symposium at the Fort Wallace Museum. Hope to see you there. And then our Captain Keogh Emerald banquet that night. Let us know. You don't have to send your money in yet, but do let us know so we can have enough buffalo to go around for everybody. And we're just looking forward to seeing you. So with all that, folks, I got to spend some time with Nick Abt earlier in the week. We went to Kansas City to take photographs. He did some digital images of the murals that are at the Savoy Grill in Kansas City. And it's always great. Joanne Van Covern and her husband Greg and myself and Larry Short and Pat Traffis from the Santa Fe Trail Association planning our conference in September, where the focus is all about art. So that was a really great day. Then we went to Anton's Steakhouse for lunch. Oh my gosh. The steak soup to die for. It is so good. And the best Caesar salad I have ever had. It was, oh my God, it was fabulous. So then we went over and looked at the meat counter because, part of it's the restaurant and then part of it is the meat shop. And the steaks were that thick. God, it was beautiful. It was a work of art. So yeah, check out Anton's next time you're in Kansas City. It was very, very good, and they made us very welcome. So we got to hang out with Nick some more and talk about all the things that we want to do in the coming months. And so why don't we just take a look at some of Nick Abt's spectacular work right now?
Hey, my name's Dan Finnegan. I'm the mayor of Ellsworth, Kansas, and I've been mayor for about a year. It's been probably the best job I've ever had. Been a resident for 3 years. Certainly love Ellsworth, Kansas, and all the residents and all the opportunities that are here. In Ellsworth County, there's a lot to do. We're right in between two beautiful lakes, plenty of hunting. We have, here in town, we've got a bakery, a coffee shop, a nice restaurant, great schools. We're close to two fairly large towns of over 40,000 each. They're within an hour, so we're in an ideal location for the state of Kansas in the Midwest.
So one of the biggest differences between living in a big city like Wichita and here in Ellsworth is just the sense of community that we get and involvement and friendly faces that you see. I can't go into the grocery store now without running into somebody I know, and I really love that sense of feeling like I belong in a place instead of just seeing thousands of people and not making any connections. You're just a number in a big town, and here I feel like you're a real person and people care.
We are central to many different highways, the interstate, and it's been interesting to see the number of guests that are traveling through. They're not locals, and they inquire, well, what shall we do? And as a new member of the community and a new business owner, I often refer to our historical museum. So if they love the outdoor experience, and depending on the time of year too, we recommend Mushroom Rock, which my boys love.
One of the great aspects of Ellsworth is we're close to a great healthcare center. It's just a couple minutes away, you can get a CAT scan, and you don't have to wait forever. So those are things that people from larger communities just aren't used to.
Ellsworth County Medical Center is a critical access hospital, and I think when folks hear critical access hospital, they really kind of envision a Band-Aid station, and Ellsworth County Medical Center is so much more than that. We actually have technology right here in Ellsworth County at our healthcare facilities that are really competitive to even our larger markets if you went to Salina or Hayes. And we have telemedicine, which is really convenient for folks here. It can save a lot of drive time. And we also have outpatient clinics with tons of different specialty options. And so really we try and keep you here at home as much as possible.
Schools are excellent. As I speak, our sports, our football team's undefeated. We've had a great year in that aspect and very competitive in all sports and academics. Very proud of our graduates. They've gone on and done amazing things all over the country and world. You know, in addition to lakes where you could boat and fish, we do have Horse Thief Canyon and all kinds of trails out there, and I believe there's an off-road a place where you can ride four-wheelers and things like that. So that's only about 25 minutes from here. So it's just a short drive away. We've got outstanding recreational opportunities.
Joining us on Around Kansas. I'm Deb Goodrich. I appreciate you so much. Do share and tell your friends to like us and like our YouTube page and our Facebook page and just spread the word, people. I'll see you somewhere around Kansas. Bye-bye.
Okay, looks like it's time for our tour. Welcome to the Fort Wallace Museum. Here at the museum, you're going to find some really interesting stuff like our replica stagecoach from the Butterfield Overland Dispatch. We've got facades from the fort buildings. We've got an 1870s flag. There's a plesiosaur that was discovered locally. We've got the Ray pump organ collection. We're a little bitty place with a great big story, and we'd love to have you.
In 1821, a trade route was opened from Missouri in the United States across prairies and mountains to Mexico. In 2021, we will mark 200 years of epic conflicts and grand adventures, larger-than-life personalities, and sweeping landscapes. Join us on an historic journey. The Santa Fe Trail lives on.
Find us on social media or santafetrail.org.